What's up, everybody? Welcome back to our channel, Intuitive Radio. Wow, I'm so sorry. I sound super sick, but yeah, your girl has got COVID. But I really wanted to do a reading for you guys, so here I am, back with another reading. And today we're going to take a look at what is it that you guys need to know. Messages from your ancestors, your spirit guides, and your higher self, okay? So today we have 4 piles here to pick from. I'm going to start from this side today. So pile 1, we have Rose Quartz. I like this rose quartz because it looks like an arrowhead, you know, it's giving me Sagittarius vibes. Pile 2, we have black Tourmaline. Pile 3, we have red Jasper. Pile 4, we have Lapis Lazuli. This is giving me Stonehenge vibes. I don't know why. But anyways, make sure to pick with your intuition, you know, your third eye, your clairsentience, your claircognizance, whatever it is that it may be for you. And I will see you at your pile. Hey pile 1, welcome to your reading. Right away, I'm getting messages about your heart chakra, especially since you chose the rose quartz crystal. So I feel like you definitely need to pay attention to your heart chakra more. Let me scoot over because I feel like I'm speaking quietly, but then also, you know, I got this whole setup going on. Anyways, so there's something about readjusting here. So we're gonna get messages from first your spirit guides and your angels. We're gonna get 4 messages, okay? Your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, and your higher self. So let's see, what messages does pile 1 have from their spirit guides? Okay, thank you. 8th house, intimacy, okay? Open yourself up to intimacy. Be more intimate with yourself. Be more connected with yourself. As I'm seeing this one pole dancing right here, I'm getting, you know, the message that it's okay to be free. It's okay to do some of the things that you want to do. And it's okay to tap into, you know, your darker side. The 8th house is ruled by Scorpio, which does represent some of the more darker, more carnal side of human nature. If you're, you know, into psychology or you know anything about the brain, think of, okay, I'm gonna just use this analogy. Think of Scorpio as being the brainstem, right? That's the subconscious processes. That's the part of our brain that was first developed. That's the most primal part of the brain, right? So Scorpio, while Scorpio is more evolved and more intuitive than just the brainstem, think about it though, like just operating from the brainstem. There's something about survival here, but just operating from the brainstem was able to, you know, that's where all our intuition is stored, you know, that's where we were able to survive and kind of live on without having to have higher consciousness, without having to have the cortex, the brainstem kept us alive, right? So there's something here about tapping into some of your more primal basic desires, you know, that carnal energy, or not necessarily like turning into it, but I feel like some of you are kind of shunning it. You're like, oh, I can't like having sex, or I can't, I don't know, something like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's a part of you that you're kind of shunning because you feel like it's perceived as dark, or maybe like you just feel like it wouldn't be accepted by the larger public, you know. That's that 8th house energy. There's something here that you're hiding within yourself, like that you're aware of, but you're trying to hide from the world. And I feel like the message for you from, I don't even remember, but the first message of your spirit guides, they want to tell you, they're like, girl, boy, like, dude, they're like, it's okay, like, this is part of your energy, this is part of who you are. Everything has duality, right? And this is the other side of your duality. You don't have to block because you're a light being, you don't have to necessarily block away the darkness. You know, the darkness is necessary. Without darkness there cannot be light, and vice versa. So you need to be able to feel comfortable with this darker side of your energy that you're trying to shun away. Messages from your angels, pile 1. What messages do your angels have for you? Angels for pile 1. I'm hearing Archangel Michael, Mikhail. Angels, what messages do you have for power? What do you want them to know right now? What do you want them to know right this second? Power 1. I don't know what Archangel Michael rules. I'm seeing Michael from Jane the Virgin. So maybe protection. Maybe some of you are in a love triangle. Angels of Power, what messages do you have for them? Thank you. Third house, perception. Okay, right. There's a need for you to change. I feel like they're piggybacking off of what your what your spirit guides said. Your angels said ditto. They're like, okay, third house, perception. You need to change your perception about some of these things that you feel like maybe are negative about yourself, because I feel like people, ooh, yeah. Some of you may watch Tarot with Tay or somebody, but one of the tarot readers that I watched, they posted something and it was like, it was Tarot with Tay. She said basically that the parts of you that, you may shun or you feel like you don't even like are the parts of you that other people like. So I feel like for some of you, in order to actualize your potential, there's a part of you that you need to accept and that you need to stop hiding, that you need to let come out. It's been like, literally, I'm hearing closeted. So some of you, you may not be heteronormative or heterosexual. Like, it may not even just be that. It could just be that, oh, you really love art, but you're so scared of being judged that, like, you don't put out your artwork. You don't even pretend to be an artist. You're just, like, focused. Like, you say you're a business person or an accountant or whatever it is that it may be for you, but really deep on down inside, you want to be an artist. You love art, but it's like you don't tell people about it. You keep it a secret from them. You don't want them to know, like, because you feel like, oh, people are gonna, like, judge me, or they're gonna feel some type of way. Like, it's better to keep this part of me hidden. So perception, social media. So some of you, this may come from social media. Maybe you feel like you don't live up to what other people are presenting on social media. And it says sociability. I feel like this definitely has a lot to do with your circle or your circle from the past, because the third house represents Gemini and children. So maybe when you were a child, the people that you interacted with made you feel like these parts of you were oh my gosh, is this even recording? Hello? Okay, it is. Sorry, guys. I had to make sure, because when I looked on there, it looked like real suspicious. But we have Capricorn here just coming out. But maybe when you were a child, like, the people who were around you, said things to you that made you feel like you couldn't show off who you were, or show off, the best parts of yourself, the parts of you that you felt most connected to. Okay, let's continue. So we have spirit guides, angels. Let's hear from your ancestors. Okay, your ancestors are here with you first and foremost. They want you to know that they are around, they are present, they are watching you. Anyways, semi-sextile allowance. Okay, this is all one big message from everyone, your angels, ancestors, guides, and we'll see from your higher self next. But this says semi-sextile allowing, encourages, sees potential in, clarifies, gives hopes to, cycles, grows, realizes reward. So I'm feeling that with this card, reward is near. There's a good opportunity or a good blessing or some positive experience that is, coming. It's near, it's approaching. But I feel like this is going to come when you release these things. You're being encouraged to release your current perceptions of yourself, your current negative perceptions of yourself that are keeping you stuck in certain cycles, because I feel like the energy is rife right now. I saw a vision of like the North Node, so Taurus in the 10th house. Some of you may be Leo risings, but basically the North Node is in Taurus right now, and I feel like with this energy, it's either creating a sextile or a semi-sextile to some positive aspect in your chart. So it's like, okay, good things are happening. Good things are coming forward, and this is a good time for you to release these perceptions or release these negative beliefs that others have imposed onto you, maybe from childhood, maybe from social media. For some of you, it could be that, like, you see so many of these things on social media, for example, that you feel like, oh, no one will be interested in me because, social media, there's already 1,000 other people doing it, and who look better than me, or blah, blah, blah. But some of you are being encouraged to delete Instagram, particularly TikTok, I heard. Twitter, for some of you. Somebody just complained. I already know some of y'all don't want to delete Twitter. That's how I felt. But yeah, I feel like now is the opportunity for you to allow potential to come in. There's so much potential here, but I feel like there's a part of you that's being held back here from really being like that childlike self. I feel like there's a part of your inner child that really wants to come out and shine and blossom, but societal standards that have been ingrained in you right now are like, no, stay there, stay where it's safe, stay in the darkness where it's safe, and no one will hurt you and come to you or anything like that. So I feel like that's kind of what's going on here. So let's see, what messages do we have from your higher self, pile 1? I almost said pile 4, so if you're drawn to pile 4, make sure to check that out. Messages for pile 1 from their higher self. Pile 1's higher self, what messages do you have for them? The viewers who chose the rose quartz. I heard I see you. Girl, they're watching. 9th house, seeking. I see you, king. I don't know. Some of y'all kings out here, and you are being seen. We have 8th and 9th house, okay? So I'm seeing a story here. I'm seeing a story unfolding, breaking out. So, let's see. 8th to the 9th house, right? I feel like you're kind of stuck in your 8th house in the sense that there's so much that you want to explore. There's so much of yourself that you want to let go, that you want to be free, you know. Sagittarius is a very free-spirited energy. Sagittarius likes to explore. They like to learn. They like to, you know, dabble in spirituality, much like, you know, 8th house in terms of like occult sciences and things like that. And I feel like that's what more Sagittarius would be in, just because they're curious about everything, not necessarily because they have an inclination or are drawn towards occult sciences. That's an aside. But I'm just seeing here very clearly that it seems like you want to explore, you want to let yourself free, you want to, you know, be out there, you want to be the greatest version of yourself, because we have 3 and 9. That's Gemini and Sagittarius. Those are 2 sides of the same spectrum, okay? That's air and fire. That's the part of you that wants to let, you know, that wants to burn free. I'm seeing like, you know, a wildfire that wants to burn, and then somebody just throws the ocean on top of it. Like, no, you are not allowed to burn right now. That's what I'm seeing with this 8th house. So it feels like you're keeping this part of you that wants to come out. You're keeping it trapped in your 8th house, you know, in the dark. You're keeping it trapped in the shadows. You only let it come out at night or something like that. What? I just heard she a freak in the night. Like, whoa, what's going on here, guys? Like, anyways, I'm not judging you or anything like that. I'm just, you know, it's banter. But yeah, basically the messages here from your higher self, oh, that is just clicking so much more. Your higher self, 9th house, is trying to tell you that, bro, you're supposed to be seeking. Like, I want to be seeking. I want to be, you know, traveling. I want to be having adventures. I want to be learning. I want to be out there. I want to be free. I want to be the highest version of myself. But because you're not letting me evolve from this childhood, because you're not letting this child me, the me that I was when I was 100% myself, come out from the dark, I can't be, you know, you're not allowing me to be the highest version of myself. And this is not your fault at all, right? We talked about, you know, some of these childhood things. It may not even just be childhood. I personally think childhood goes into like 20s. Not gonna lie, childhood definitely does go into your 20s. We can call like your 30s your adolescence. Adulthood starts when you're 40, you know, unpopular opinion, but whatever. But basically the messages here from your spiritual team, you know, your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, and your higher self, they're all saying that you need to free a part of you that you're keeping trapped right now, because that is what's going to bring you the most happiness. That is what's going to bring you the most success. And that is when you feel most connected to yourself and the world. Oh my God. Like, my heart just literally glowed, you know, and we're talking about the heart chakra. So maybe some of this energy is stuck in your heart chakra, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like right here. Y'all need to do some Reiki or get some Reiki done. Or just work with heart crystals like pink or green crystals. All right, let's get some clarification for you. Let's see what else we can find out about this. And then we're going to finish off with some advice. So, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, guides of how one and their higher self. Let us see. What clarification do you have for the 8th house card? clarification do you have for the 8th house card? 8. Look at that. 8. 2 8s here. You may have been born in August, making you a Leo, or in the 8th day of the month. Okay. 8th house, 8 of voices, 8 of swords. Literally, guys, like, I can't make this shit up. Like, I'm like so excited. I'm trying not to scream because there's other people in the house right now and I'm not trying to make noise for them. But like, guys, this card usually represents feeling stuck, feeling trapped. Like, I can't. Like, this is like just too coincidental. Like, I mean, it's not a coincidence, right? But whatever, guys. Let's get back into it. Anyways, it's like you have felt trapped. You felt tied down. You felt like you had to hide this part of you. It's like you're only letting it manifest in your thoughts. When looking at this imagery, it's like you're tying down, like, you know, the part of you that you want to come out. But like with these lights here coming out of your head, it's like you're thinking about it all the time. You can't stop thinking about it. This is something you desperately want to do, or you just desperately want to feel connected. If you've been feeling like really empty, you're like nothing feels fulfilling anymore, everything feels kind of drab, it's because the part of you that really wants to come out, that really enjoys life, that really loves life, that childlike curiosity that you naturally have, it's being, you know, suppressed because you feel like it would not be accepted. But you know, you're being encouraged to follow your heart. Do what is right for you, baby. Do what is right for you, because ain't nobody gonna fill that void in your heart except for you. Okay? Wow. That is so insane. All right. Not insane, but can I get some clarification for the 3rd house card? What else does Power need to know about this 3rd house card? Oh, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles. I'm seeing a waterfall, a dam breaking, all right? You need to break this dam up and so the river can flow again, so the creativity can flow again. I feel like with this part of you being hidden, you've also hidden like your emotions, so your emotional connection to the world, to yourself, and to other people. And it's like, well, it's not really like just disappearing, like it's like in a dam, it's building pressure. So I'm hearing crack as well, like, you know, this shit might crack, especially with Ace of Materials. But with that following this, I'm feeling that on the other side of this, like, this is so crazy. I'm seeing the imagery, the dam breaks, right? All this water comes rushing out. It's like you're angry, you're distraught. It feels a little bit like a mental or emotional breakdown, I'm not gonna lie. But after the water clears, the water has settled, you know, the flash flood is over. At the bottom of the dam, where, you know, there was once thousands and thousands of gallons of water, millions of gallons of water, now there's just a pile of gold. Ace of Pentacles. There's just a pile of gold, or like there's a jewel or like something at the bottom there. So I feel like with under all these buried emotions, there's something hidden. There's something really hidden that is trying to come to light, and that is going to bring you a new opportunity. But you can't see it right now. It's like you can't swim that deep because there's so much water, and the water is murky, and like it's like this new beginning is being hidden beneath all these years and years of trapped emotions, trapped feelings, things that you wanted to say but never did, thoughts that you wanted to think out loud but you never did. You know, there's just all this stuff that's been piling up like a dam. And at the bottom of it, there's an opportunity waiting, but it's like you need to let all of this out first. You need to let it free. And I feel like it's not even like, it's like the reason why you're keeping all that water there is because you're like, oh, this water is dirty. I'm not supposed to drink it. Okay, let me just separate it from the clean water. And so this water doesn't infect, you know, the clean water, in a sense that like the, you know, the part of you that you're suppressing, you know, you don't want it to muddy who you really are, but that is who you really are. Anyways, it's like unintentionally by doing that, you don't know that you're burying something, Ace of Pentacles, that you're hiding something from yourself that actually would make you very happy. I hope all this metaphorical speaking is working. I think you guys are gonna get it because did I mention your creativity? I don't know. If I didn't mention it before, I'm gonna say it again. I feel like y'all are very creative people, so I feel like, you know, me speaking in metaphors and shit, like it's gonna really resonate or ring true to you. And then we have the Empress in reverse. I'm gonna take it just because of the way it came out. It's like you're not allowing this beautiful, creative, very fertile, very abundant, like you have the universe inside of you, literally, that you're keeping trapped. It's like these lines, it's just like, it's like this is who you naturally are, right? You're the Empress, you're creative, you're abundant, you have amazing ideas, people find you extremely attractive, you're a people person, you know. But then it's like, instead of being like you are, you're just hiding, you're hiding this behind here, right? You're keeping it trapped. It's like peeking out a little bit. You're thinking about it. You want that to be true. You want it to come out. But it's like you're keeping it trapped, right? So this is very interesting. The way these cards are falling out, I love the imagery. I love how it's all like just really coming together. Because with the Empress card being reversed, it's like don't hide who you are. Don't hide the best parts of yourself because you think other people won't appreciate or accept those parts of yourself. There's a new opportunity that's really wanting to like spring forth, like really wanting to explode. Let's get some clarification for the 9th house card. Somebody's trying to get you a message. I was just chilling, talking with you guys, and they're like, okay, clarification. Let's get clarification for the 9th house. Thank you. We have 7 of materials. Okay. Very interesting. Slow and steady. It's like you're meant to jump from venture to venture. You're meant to jump from endeavor to endeavor. You're not meant to be stuck on one rose. You're meant to, you know, go to every rose bush, look at every rose, look at every thorn. There's a natural innate curiosity in you that keeps you moving from one thing to the next. So I feel like for some of you, some of the reason why you may be feeling stuck is because literally you've been in the same place for too long. Either you've been working somewhere for too long, you've been living somewhere for too long, or maybe you've just been doing the same thing over and over again for too long, and naturally your energy recharges by being in different environments, by, you know, breaking the rules or bending the rules a little bit, or, you know, like you need to do something exciting. There's no excitement in your life, or that's what you feel like, right? It feels like you've just been doing the same thing over and over and over again, and that's a little bit draining to you. It's very draining to you, and that's why you need a little bit of excitement. It doesn't necessarily have to be as big or drastic as making a move, but it could just be switching up your routine. Instead of brushing your teeth first, you shower first, or instead of, you know, showering first, you cook breakfast and eat and wash dishes first, then you shower, then you get ready for work. Maybe you're gonna take, you know, the highway instead of the back roads to work today, you know, something like that. You need to keep switching it up. You need to keep switching it up because your energy can get stagnant really easily, especially with this dam that's inside you right here that you're trying to work through. You know what I'm saying? This is what you're being encouraged to do. All right, let's get some advice for you, Pal One. Advice. Angels, ancestors, guides, spiritual beings of the highest light, love, and energy and frequency. Let's get some advice for my beautiful viewers who chose Pal One, the rose quartz crystal. You guys have a beautiful heart. I heard heart of gold. I'm also hearing something I channeled in a dream. Wise and dipped in gold. So maybe you guys are wise and dipped in gold. I don't know. Whatever that means to you. Oh, Pile 4. No, not Pile 4. Pile 3. Some of you may be Geminis, Scorpios, or Sagittarius. You may also be Taurus, Libra. Gonna get some advice. 6 of Wands. More excitement. Actually, I'm gonna shuffle this back in. But yeah, more excitement. Oh, see, Justice peeking out. Libra energy. We got the scales right here. Can you get some advice for this 8th house card, or just some advice in general? Advice for Power One. Thank you. 10 of Cups in reverse. That's advice? Like, what about this time? And here's the Justice card again. What? Things are balancing out. Things are balancing out. Something about the infinity sign here. Things are definitely balancing out for you. Okay, I'm hearing empty those cups. That's what I heard. Empty those cups. It's like you filled these 10 cups with things that don't matter to you. You've got a job, but you hate the job. You got a car, but you hate the car. You got a boyfriend, but he's annoying. Your life looks good on the outside, but on the inside, I mean, take it as it resonates, right? It doesn't have to be this extreme, but it seems like you filled some of your cups with shit you don't care about, and you're wondering why, like, you're unhappy. It's like, well, your emotional cups are filled with things that actually don't matter to you, but they matter to society. And so it seems like, you know, you were doing what you felt like you needed to do, what you had to do, but in all actuality, it doesn't actually resonate with your spirit. So for some of you, it's like you need to empty your cups, the places in your life that are filled with just fillers, you know what I mean? They're just filled with shit to like fill the void. Like I mentioned at the early beginning of this reading, no one can fill that void except for you. So you need to empty these cups and refill them with things that matter. It's kind of like with this dam analogy, okay? It's like, okay, work on getting rid of the things in your life that no longer make you happy. So really journaling, yeah. Take a roll call. Like, okay, are all my friends making me happy? Yes, this one is, this one is, this one isn't, this one is, this one is. Okay, let me block this one. Let me unfriend this one. Or let me talk to them, you know, explain what's going on and just, you know, see what goes on from there. All right, I'm done with my friends, family, you know, let me take a look at my family. These people, they support me, these ones don't. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to necessarily be friends and family. It could be your job. It could be your clothes. It could be, you know, the stuff that you have in your house. Like, do I love these bed sheets or am I just wearing them? Like, you know what I mean? Make sure to fill your life with things that actually make you feel good for you, not because, you know, everybody's like, oh, you should buy, you know, Egyptian cotton sheets, but you're allergic to cotton or something. Whatever. It's a little dramatic, but okay. Advice for the third house. Advice. Thank you. Ooh, we have Princess of Swords. Okay, speak your voice, speak your mind, and let out this. This is the page energy, the young energy, right? Let out this inner child. So do some things that make you feel connected to your inner child. Drawing, painting, go to the playground, running, athletics, whatever you did as a kid for fun. If you remember, if you don't, ask your family members, ask old teachers or something like that. Ask whoever, you know, you got to find out, what was I doing when I was a kid between the ages of 0 and, I'm going to say 8. Between 0 and 8, 0 and 10, what were you doing for fun? What did you love to do? And how can you incorporate more of that into your daily routine? For me, it's playing The Sims. When I was a kid, I've been playing The Sims since I was 6 years old. I promise you. So I still play that game now. I stopped for a long period of time. There was like a period of time, maybe 3 years, where I did not play it once, and now I'm into it again. I want to play that shit every day, and it's just a part of me, a part of my day that I really look forward to, and I'm excited to play The Sims. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna play The Sims. Like, yeah. So find something that you really love, that you really enjoy. It doesn't have to be from your childhood. It can even be from, like, maybe you just discovered that you have a really good knack for curling and now you're going to curling club. Okay, do whatever it is that makes you feel good in your heart and your soul, and fill your cups with those, fill your days with those things. Try to do one thing every day that makes you feel good, even if it's watching that TikTok that is so hilarious to you that you know you're gonna laugh every time you see it. You know what I'm saying? And try to incorporate some more laughter and happiness into your daily life. Semi-sextile. Can I get some advice for pile 1? Thanks. Ooh, 5 of Swords. Literally eliminating all conflict from your life. You need to put yourself ahead of everyone else. And I'm not saying that in a selfish way, but you really just need to be focusing on yourself right now, pile 1. Like, I feel like your spiritual team is literally not concerned about anybody you're dealing with. Like, they don't give a horse's ass about what anybody's doing. They're just worried about you right now. I feel like they're really concerned about you. And this may not just be your spiritual team. I'm getting that people around you are also very concerned about you, and it's like there's a need for you to focus on your self-love. Put yourself first. There's a lot of people who are pointing their swords at you. They're wanting a lot from you, they're needing a lot from you, they're expecting a lot from you, but really you need to just put yourself first and be like, look, right now is a time for me. I'm working on me right now. I can't worry about what you got going on. Okay, pile one. Beautiful, guys. I love this. I love this. Okay, let's get one more advice. Thank you. Then we have Six of Pentacles in reverse. That's funny. It was on the bottom. I was just looking at it earlier. Yep, things are being balanced out, right? Like I said, things are being balanced out. Things are being balanced out. Once where there was too much that was taken from you, now there's a lot that's going to be given for you, or vice versa. Once where there's a lot being given to you, I feel like, no, it's definitely the other way. There have been people taking from you, and you yourself have been giving too much. I feel like there's just been too much of an external, outward focus, and now it's like time for you to focus inward. Work on these emotions, release them, and then you can go back out into the public, right? It's like you need to give to yourself right now. Like, you cannot be giving to anybody else. And I know that sounds a little bit selfish, but it's just the truth. Pile one, that's what your angels, ancestors, guides, gods, the universe, they want you to know this, because they are concerned about you, and they want you to be an empress. They want you to be your highest self. They don't want you to continue feeling trapped, feeling like nothing is fulfilling, feeling like you're not connected to your higher self, or the version of yourself that you want to be. Okay, pile one, that is your reading. Messages from your angels, ancestors, guides, and your spiritual team. I hope this reading resonated. I'm sending you so much love and light, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Hey, pile two, if you chose this black tourmaline crystal, welcome to your reading. First thing that I'm hearing is protection. Ooh, and then assets came out. Protect your assets, okay? I'm not going to get that right away, that first card, because I didn't ask any questions, but preliminary messages, protect your assets, okay? Okay, get insurance. Somebody wants you to get insurance here, okay? So we're going to find out what messages do you have from your angels, your ancestors, your higher self, and your spirit guides. So what messages do pile two's ancestors? I guess your ancestors have something to say. Pile two's ancestors, what messages do you have? I'm getting very feminine energy. I don't know why, but as soon as I said pile two's ancestors, I just had like a vision of a woman, or just got feminine energy. Okay. Ancestors, what messages do you have for pile two? Thank you. 11th house, the edge. Come to the edge, okay? I'm hearing come to the edge. I'm seeing the Fool card. I'm seeing Uranus, okay? Uranus is currently in Taurus, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so pile one, Aquarius and Uranus. You may be Aquarius sun. It's saying friendships, group creativity. Ooh, you need to be, I don't know. We'll see when we get the clarification, but ooh, this telescope, guys. Oh my gosh, I can't. You need to be careful who you keep around you, okay? It doesn't necessarily mean that the people who are around you right now, or who have been around you, are the culprit, but it seems like you just need to be more aware of who you keep in your circle, who's in your network, and also who is watching you. You need to watch whoever is watching you with this telescope here. I'm hearing keep your friends close, but your enemies closer, all right? I'm hearing that law of power, 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. One of the laws is like don't trust your friends, be wary of your friends, and make friends of your enemies. Okay, now this is not for all of you. This is for some of you where obviously 48 Laws of Power, you're trying to do something strategic, you're in a position of power, or you're trying to elevate to a position of power. So some of you, if you're into like subtlety or manipulation or seduction, okay, not seduction in a bad way or like anything like that, but where you're not afraid of throwing some cards under the table, or whatever the saying is, to get to where you need to go, which is not a bad thing, right? It's just your talents, your skills, it's what you're good at, so you can do it, right? As long as you're not infringing upon other people's free will, you know what I'm saying? But First message here from your ancestors is, this is not giving me good vibes. I'm sorry, guys, but they're like, watch who you call family. I feel like some of your ancestors may be a little upset about like people who are around you, who you call family, who you call friend, but really they know that they've been doing some sneaky things behind your back, so they're not really like happy that, you know, maybe they've been trying to give you messages. And keep in mind that tarot readings are not here to like reveal anything, they're here to confirm. So if this doesn't resonate and you're like, what, who is it, it's probably not for you, baby. All right. So yeah, if it's not like friends being sneaky, just be mindful of the people who you keep around you. I feel like some of you might be growing in influence in terms of like, you know, maybe more people want to talk to you now, more people want to hang around with you, more people want to be in your circle. Whatever the case may be, it just seems like you need to be very aware of your ancestors want you to be aware of who you keep around you, your friends, your community, and who you extend yourself to. Excuse me, guys, I'm sorry, I'm sick. I mean, I can't control that, but ooh, especially if you're about to start a business with somebody, guys, where it might seem like you guys have a common goal. It seems like someone here like might just want to benefit off of you. I feel like you guys are naturally intelligent, you're naturally eccentric. It's giving me Einstein vibes. There's a very innovative type of experimentative type of Tinkerbell energy about you. Whatever you touch turns to gold. So there's someone here who's trying to make it seem like y'all have a common goal, like, hey bro, let's work together, 11th house, you know, you're my friend, we've known each other, let's work together. But really they're just trying to improve their best interest. They're trying to focus on their best interest. So just keep in mind like who is around you, and like just really think objectively. I feel like you guys are very intelligent. Okay, I'm not just saying this to gas you, pal. So you smart. Okay, and protect your assets. Literally, bro, that's what I said. The first thing that I said, protect your assets. There's someone here who really wants your skills, your talents, or just wants to be around you or work with you because they know you got that sauce. They know you got that magic sauce, and they want to work with you, and they want to be like in a business with you or connected to you somehow so that they can benefit. They're trying to advance their own agenda. They're trying to push their own agenda, but it's like they're not really so concerned about the common goal. So they're just trying to drag you in so they can have you doing the work for them, making it seem like it's for both of you, but really it's just for their advancement. Okay, so be careful of who's around you. Pile 2. All right. Let's get messages from your angels. Archangel Michael. Okay. We have Sun being. As soon as I say Archangel Michael. So some of you, Archangel Michael wants you to work with him. I don't know much about angels and archangels and things like that. But if you do, go for it. You know what I'm saying? Take whatever resonates. So we have Sun being. Baby. Are you a Leo? Leo Aquarius energy here. So you may have one of the nodes in Leo or Aquarius, or the ascendant or descendant in Leo or Aquarius. But with this Sun card being here and the first two words being essence and energy, then there's a life force, right? Self-sufficiency, shine. These words stood out to me because it seems like your angels want you to know that you are radiant. You are absolutely radiant, pal, too. You are intelligent. You just give off this vibe of like, I'm the shit, and everybody is agreeing. They're like, yeah, you are the shit, and they see it. But because they see that you are the shit and everybody can agree on it, it's like people want to attach themselves to you because they think that if they're attached to you, they're going to be the shit too. It's like, no. It doesn't work like that. You have to be self-sufficient. You have to build yourself. It's like you built yourself. You are building yourself, right? You're very focused on your assets, what it is that you're growing, who it is that you're becoming. But it seems like other people just want to ride on your coattails. They're like, oh, pal two, they're doing so great. They're doing so awesome. Let me try and associate myself with them so that I can do great, so that I can be awesome. It's like, no. It doesn't work like that. So just really be aware of that. You are awesome, guys. Whatever it is that you're doing, you stand out, you radiate, you shine. And even if it may not seem like that, people are watching you like from the corner of their eye. it's giving me that, like, you know, this card says the edge. It's like they're watching you from the edge of their eye, the corner of their eye. They're paying attention to you. They're like, this person is the shit. Like, maybe not. Some of them recognize that you're very intelligent, right? So they're using their intelligence to try and manipulate you. So they're trying to play like, you know, like, oh, hey, like they're trying to play it casual, but really they have ulterior motives. We're gonna get more clarification. This is some tea, guys. I was not expecting tea today. Okay, let's get some messages from your spirit guides. Oh no, from your whatever, from your spirit guides. Spirit guides, what messages do you have for Pile 2? Mercury, communication, okay, for sure. Gemini energy, we have Virgo energy here. It's funny because I was picking up a bit on that Virgo energy, that analytical mind. It's like, it says words, thoughts, analysis, information. Guys, I can't make this shit up. It's all clicking in my brain. Like, literally, guys, you guys are so fucking smart. Like, I don't know what it is. And even if you don't feel like you're smart, it could be just the way that you use your brain, the way that you use your thoughts, the way that you think, the way that you communicate, the way that you express yourself, the way that you break things down, that really captivates people, and they are enamored by it. And they're like, oh my God, I need this person to look at my resume. I need this person to look at my business plan. I need Pile 2 to do this and that for me because they're smart and I can't do it for myself. It's like, what? It's like, where's your sense of work ethic? Not you, Pile 2. Like, these people who are trying to, like, take advantage of your intelligence and your work ethic. I feel like one thing that you guys have, Pile 2, that other people don't have is just work ethic, okay? You're just very good at figuring things out. You're very good at kind of bullshitting your way through. And that always works for you. You always figure it out, or something always happens. But one thing about you, I'm feeling is like you don't give up. Even if you do give up, like subconsciously you'll still be working towards it. So for example, let's say like you really want a job and you're like, oh, there's nothing in the market right now, let me give up. Every time you network or every time you meet someone new, you like ask them like, hey, are you guys hiring? It's like you still keep a little bit of that subconscious energy geared towards what it is that you want, even though consciously you may have given up. So it's like there's this ever churning energy about you. Chugga 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 chugga. I don't know why I'm hearing that, like chugga 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 chugga. You're just a train. You're just chugging on for it. You're just chugging on for it. You the conductor. You on your train conducting, and you like, let's say everybody has a train. Like, let's say your train is the only one that's moving on the tracks, and there's like just people leaving their trains trying to hop on your train. It's like, bro, like, go work on your train, bro. Like, I'm over here trying to, chugga 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 chugga. Other people jumping off their trains to go and freeload on yours. You know what I'm saying? It's like people see how amazing and how talented you are. They just really want a piece of it for themselves. So your spirit guides are trying to tell you that, like, hey, like, don't doubt your intelligence. Don't doubt, who you are. You amuse people. And I don't mean amuse as in, oh, this person's funny. I mean amuse as in, like, inspire them. Because, muse, you're a muse for them. You're a muse for them. You inspire wonder in them. You inspire creativity. You inspire these things in them. They're like, oh my God, I just want to be as great as Pile 2. But instead of them taking that energy, instead of them seeing that energy in you and trying to nurture it in themselves, they're trying to take it from you. They're trying to take yours. You know what I'm saying? It's like if someone sees you cooking and they can see you, you got the recipe. Instead of taking the recipe and going to cook for themselves, they're gonna like wait for you to finish cooking and steal your food. Like, So you need to be mindful of the people who are around you, people who are trying to connect with you. I'm going to look at it but not take it. Mars action, right? People are taking action towards you. It may even be lovers. Lovers and friends. Tell me again. Hey, can we be lovers and friends? Or something like that. All right, so we got messages from your ancestors, your angels, your spirit guides. Finally, let's hear from your higher self. Pile 2's higher self. What messages do you have? Thank you. 10th house. I don't take these cards in reverse. Reputation. Guys, I can't make this up. Like, I can't. literally your reputation. Like, people want to steal your reputation. Oh, there's another card here. And then Gemini, the butterfly. That's crazy because I said there's Gemini, Virgo energy. So people want to really be your friend, first of all. They want to be connected to you. They want to be social with you. They want to, like, I don't know. They just want to be around you, bro. They just want to be around you all the time. Like, that's... I'm getting, like, you are a bit of annoyed about that. Like, it's like, damn, can I get a second to myself? Can I get a second to breathe? This is the pinnacle, you know, the empire, authority figures. They see you as an authority. They see you as someone who's going to shine. And they literally, I've done this in a reading before. I've said this in a reading before, but I'm picking up on this energy again. It's hot, it's rife. You know what I'm saying? People just want to be connected to you because they see that you're going to be successful and they want some of your success for themselves. So, like, even some of your friends, like, they may not like you and they're like, okay, let me just be friends with them because, you know, this person, they're going to be super successful. And if I stick by them when they become famous, you know, I'm going to be famous with them. We're going to be, like, famous friends or whatever. And then I'm going to get some fame. I'm going to get some clout. No, you a clout addict. Oh my God, guys. What did Summer Walker say? She said, never took me anywhere lavish till you seen Drake hop on the track with it. Like, she's basically saying that her man never took her anywhere out on a date until her man saw that Drake wanted to do a song with her. So that's basically giving the sense, like, that's when he saw, like, oh damn, she's popping, she's talented, she's got Drake trying to do a song with her. This is how people are looking at you. They're like, oh shit, this person's blowing up. Let me take them out on a date. Let me do something nice for them. Let me try and, you know, insert myself into their pocket so that when they arrive at their destination, I'm there too and I can benefit off of that too. This is some real toxic shit. This is not the tea I was expecting today, but let's get some clarification about this 11th house. Thank you. Ooh, 8 of materials in reverse. Yeah, you're being encouraged to go this alone. So whatever it is that you're working on, 8 of Pentacles represents, you know, working hard. It's like being in your garden. You planted the seeds and shit is growing now. And because that shit is growing, like, don't invite nobody into your garden. Don't invite nobody into your success. Especially if you've already planted the seeds and shit is growing. If anybody wants a piece of your pie, tell them, nah, bitch, but here's the recipe. Tell them, no, you can't have a piece of my pie, but here's the recipe. Just tell people what to do and they're not going to do it. That's the problem. That's the problem. You have no problem sharing information, being like, okay, this is what I did to get here, but I'm not going to give you a piece of my pie. I'm going to give you the recipe so you can bake your own pie. People are so entitled. They're like, no, you got to give me your pie. Like, why can't you just give me your pie? Why can't you bake me a pie? Like, why I got to bake this pie myself? It's like, oh my gosh, Lazuli, you're dealing with some real childish people. Not only childish, they're people who can't do things for themselves. Can we get some clarification for the Sun card? Thank you. 8 of Voices. This came out in pile 1 in reverse, right? Yeah. I feel like maybe in the past you guys were a little bit, you know, reserved or a little bit into your energy. Ooh, this is interesting. Yeah. I feel like you're being encouraged to go back to that. So I'm seeing this progression where it's like maybe in the past you were reserved, you were shy, you didn't share so much about yourself or your energy. But now that you're the sun, right? You know, the sun is the center of our solar system. Everything lives because of the sun. It's like, okay, now you're the sun. You came out of that dark cocoon, that dark shell where you're shining. And now it's like people are paying attention to you. They're seeing you. You're like a beacon. You're standing out. But now it's like you're being encouraged to go back into that kind of hermit energy where you're like, you know, keeping your energy in a little bit more, or guarding your energy, or setting strong firm boundaries. Because it's like people, now that you're, you know, out here, you know, people just want to take from you and take from you and take from you and not give nothing back. So even if it's not like complete isolation, it's just like you need to, you know, set boundaries. Set boundaries. I feel like a lot of people who are rooting against you are people who want to work with you, or who are like, oh, let's work together. Those people, if anybody... Okay, of course, use a discernment, right? And remember, like I said, tarot is here to confirm, not to, like, you know what I mean? Like, it'll resonate, it'll ring true if it's meant for you. But it seems like with this 8 of Pentacles here, if people like are trying to work with you, people are like, oh, I'm so proud of you, like I'm so proud of this, like let's work together, let's collaborate, can I have a piece of your pie? Like those are the people who are secretly rooting for your downfall. I'm hearing that T Grizzly song, First Day Out. Can I get some clarification for the Mercury card? Thanks. 10 of Materials. Guys, yes. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. You guys, and then 11, master number. You guys are a master at whatever it is that you do. Because whatever it is that you're doing, your brain, guys, your brain, literally the way you think and the way you talk is going to make you rich. I'm also hearing the way you look. Literally, the way you think, the way you talk, the way you express yourself, the way you communicate, the way you analyze shit, the way you break shit down, is gonna make you rich. Hands down, no questions asked. So don't ever doubt your intelligence. Don't ever doubt, like, your ideas. None of that. Your mind is what's gonna make you rich. Your brain. That's what's gonna make you rich. That's it. And can I get a clarification for the 10th house card? 4 of Cups and then the 6 of Wands. Yep. You guys are manifesting right now. Right this second, right this minute. Every second, every minute, man. I swear that she can get it. Say if you a bad bitch, put your hands up high. Hands up high. I don't know why that song's coming in my head, but that's for you guys. Literally though, like you guys are manifesting right now. And remember what I said about like even if you like give up subconsciously, you're still working towards it. I feel like with this 4 of emotions, 4 of Cups, it's like you're manifesting something right now. You're manifesting success. You're manifesting this 10th house. You're manifesting this glow up. You're manifesting achievement, which is a good time. Well, I mean, I guess for me personally, because the North Node is now in my 10th house. Maybe for some of you, the North Node is in your 10th house too right now. But it seems like this is what you're headed towards. You're manifesting, right? Because usually the 4 of Cups is kind of like, it's like you're not seeing something, but for this one I feel like it's like you're manifesting, and then with that being followed by the 6 of Wands, it's like it's gonna be successful. You're gonna be successful. You're gonna be victorious because you're using your mind. You're using your mind. You're using your intelligence, your creativity. You're manifesting what it is that you want, and it's going to be successful. You're manifesting success. Some of you, this is fame or promotion or owning your own business or just something that's going to really elevate your sense of reputation, your status, your sense of self, things like that. This is a really awesome reading, pile 2. But you know, first thing that I said, you got to protect your assets. Excuse me. You got to protect your assets because there's people that's coming for you. Some of you need to incorporate or, you know, register as an LLC, S Corp, C Corp, whatever. Only if you're starting your business, of course. You could operate as a sole proprietor as well. Some of you need a CPA, a certified public accountant. All right, guys, let's get some advice. Oh, hold on, guys. Let's get some advice. Oh, Lord. Advice. The Justice card. Libra. First off, oh my God, I almost wrapped that Iggy Azalea song. First in, first I'm the realest. Drop down and let the whole world feel this. Ayy. And I'm in the murder business. I could hold you down like I'm giving lessons of physics. Okay. I don't know why that came out. Some of you are from Australia. Shout out. I love Australia. Justice, yeah. Things are balancing out for you, okay? Justice, you're going to get your justice. Or these people are going to get justice. I feel like they're going to, oh, yes, the advice is they're going to be revealed to you. You're going to know. Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. If you feel, if your gut, if you have gas around somebody. Okay, obviously I'm just exaggerating, right? But hey, maybe for some of you, you might have gas around somebody and you're like, ooh, my stomach hurts, why I didn't eat anything. Anyways, these people are going to be revealed. The people who are trying to mooch off of you, the people who are trying to take your success for their own, they're going to be revealed to you. Okay, these people can try and hide in the shadows or hide under your coattails as much as they want to, but it will be revealed to you with this Justice card, and they're not going to get away with it. They are not going to get away with it. I just heard karma and Daddy Saturn. So let's get some advice for the Sun card. Thank you. Nine of Cups in reverse. Huh. It's not forever, guys. You're not meant to hide yourself forever. You're meant to put yourself away forever, because I feel like what's really emotionally fulfilling for you guys is maybe being in the spotlight, or not just being in the spotlight, but having a good solid group, a good solid connection of people who are around you. And I feel like, the thought of being just connected from people, or even a feeling or finding out that people around you haven't been honest, that they haven't been genuine, is going to be really hurtful for you. It's going to feel really terrible. I mean, of course, that would feel terrible for anybody. But the reason why you're being encouraged to go into your hermit mode, I feel like that's really what you're not happy about. You're not happy about, like, the fact that, one, people, are trying to mooch off of you, but two, that you have to, like, now retreat and kind of hide. I feel like for some of you, you see that as weakness. It's like, no, I don't want to hide from these people. I'm going to face them head on. It's like, no. You're being encouraged to protect your assets, right? Like, while you might be able to defend yourself, maybe your business can't defend itself. Maybe this can't defend itself, or like maybe whatever it is that it may be. It seems like you need to just protect your assets, protect things that are important for you, and the best way for you to do that is to kind of keep it under the wraps, keep it under the table, what it is that you're doing. Don't be so vocal about what it is that you're doing. And I feel like you really love to just share yourself with other people. You're very generous. You may be a Leo, right? You may be a Leo. I'm just going to say all the signs. So we have Aquarius, we have Leo, we have Virgo and Gemini, we have Capricorn, and we have Libra. So those are some of the dominant energies here. But with this Nine of Cups, it's like, it's okay. It's like, you're being isolated, or you're being encouraged to isolate or retreat or hide away for a little bit to protect your business, to protect your assets, and to also protect you from these snake ass people who are trying to mooch off of you. and I feel like once you're in this phase of being isolated, that's when you're going to lose the people who weren't actually there for you, and then you'll be strongly connected to those people who were always meant to be there for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's only temporary. It's like a temporary purge. It's like where you're cleaning up, like you're releasing all the old people who weren't meant to be there in the first place, and you're reconnecting or connecting even stronger to the people who have always been there and who are meant to be there. Can you get some clarification for the Mercury card? Thank you. That was aggressive. Ooh, 8 of Pentacles. Wow. Came out twice, guys. So it's funny because when it came out under the collective energy about, community and people, it was in reverse, indicating that you're not meant to be working with other people right now, because other people might just be wanting to mooch off of you. But when it comes under Mercury communication, when it comes to, your mind, your thoughts, your ideas, it's already showing that, you're going to be successful, but it's not going to come without hard work. So you got to start working right now. You gotta start working right now. You gotta start making a plan. Use that Virgo energy. Make a schedule. Use that, use that strong perception, that strong vision, that smart, intelligent energy to create a plan of how you might go about, actualizing your dreams. Just make a plan and go for it. You know what I'm saying? 10 of Pentacles. Either way, you're gonna be successful. You're gonna be abundant. You're going to have stability. This is going to be something long-lasting. So, yeah, the advice is to make a plan and stick to it. Have discipline. It's not going to come without hard work. As I said that, we have the 10 of Wands. Isn't that crazy? Back-breaking work. I know some of y'all don't want to hear that, but if you're a Virgo, you're no stranger to hard work. If you're an Earth sign, if you're a Capricorn, you're no stranger to hard work. You know that work is what, brings this shit out. Work is the true manifestation. Work and discipline is the true manifestation. Because if you're working on something without manifesting before doing it, you're gonna manifest it, whatever it is, right? Work is the true manifestation, and that's something a lot of people don't talk about. They be like, oh, manifestation is visualization, which it is, right? But you can't, an egg can't fertilize itself without semen. You know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. But I made this analogy in another reading that I never posted, unfortunately. But let's get some clarification for the 10th house. Okay, I'm just going to go into it because we have the 9 of Pentacles here in reverse, right? Independent, yes. Literally, you're supposed to be independent. The 9 of Pentacles represents independence. I feel like upright, this is where you're like, oh, you're out there, And we can see like a logical progression. We have the 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. Like 10 of Pentacles. You're literally going to get there. You're literally going to be successful. But it's not going to come without hard work, okay? 9 of Pentacles in reverse, and also being a little bit independent. And I feel like with this being in reverse, it's like, yeah, you can come out once you're successful, but once you're working on this, you better stay, independent, because people out here are going to be trying to take from you, okay? So it's like, while you're working, you should be independent. I feel like the universe really wants you to be self-made. Like, you have the potential to be self-made. You're meant to be self-made. And if you involve other people in your business, they're going to steal from you. They're gonna take your shit, bro. Like, oh my god, this is terrible. I'm sorry, it's not what you want to hear, but this is the message that's coming out. They're literally gonna try and take from you if you try and involve other people. It's like, I'm hearing Rihanna and her accountant, like, didn't her accountant steal like a lot of money from her? Like, you're meant to be self-made, and she's still a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? Even if these people do get away with it, like, you're still gonna be a billionaire. You're still gonna be abundant. You're still gonna be standing out there, and they're still gonna get their justice. You know what I'm saying? You're just being encouraged to do it alone, because then you won't have to go through so many karmic cycles of dealing with these no shit people. If you do it alone, yeah, of course it's gonna be harder, but it's gonna build you. It's really gonna build some resolve, some resiliency, some grit. That's gonna, elevate you to the next level, so that you can really enjoy your wealth and your security that you have built for yourself without feeling like you owe anybody else, because you don't. This is you. This is all you, pile 2. You're building right now, and you're going to be successful, and you can do it by yourself. It's going to be hard, but it's necessary, because you're going to learn some important fundamental skills throughout that journey. Excuse me. Wow. I'm just going to leave it here, pile 2. I hope this reading resonated for you. If it did, let me know down below. What are you working on, right? You know what I'm saying? This resonate. Thank you so much for being here today, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Hey, pile 3. If you chose this red Jasper crystal, this is going to be your reading. Let's see what your angels, your ancestors, your guides, and your higher self want you to know right now. Right this second. Pile 3, what messages do you have from your ancestors? Ancestors, what messages do you have for the viewers who chose pile 3? Thank you. Pluto transformation. You are changing a lot, pile 3. You're going through a lot of changes. You may be a Aries or a Scorpio, but you are, what is that? I'm seeing the image of like Spider-Man trying to come out of Venom. So if you know about Marvel, I don't know, I think this was like the original Venom, when like it like consumed him a bit, but like it was kind of like sticky. He was like trying to rip it off of him, and he was trying to like crawl himself out of there. That's the vision that I'm having, okay? So maybe you're trying to get yourself out of a sticky situation, but I definitely feel like you're transforming. I feel like something has been trying to keep you down. Something has trying to keep you trapped in a cycle, or just keep you from actualizing your highest self, okay? So your ancestors want you to know that you are changing, you are coming out of this sticky situation, and that changes are they're coming forward. It's like you're fighting yourself. This is not like a change, like a gradual change that just happens. It's like you're literally fighting your way out of something. Also, these vultures are sticking out to me. I feel like something is barren, or something has felt barren, like you're eating scraps. what is this? I'm going to look at it but not take it. Aquarius, the innovator. Maybe you've had to be innovative. You know, scarcity breeds innovation. So I'm getting that maybe like, you know, shit has been hard, pile 3. Like, shit has been hard. And you are fighting your way out of the jungle, literally. And you're fighting your way out of the gutter. The gutter. Yeah. I'm here. I got it out the mud. You guys are literally fighting for what you want, and because of that, you're transforming. I feel like this is very fueled by rage and anger, hence the Aries energy that I'm picking up on. I'm picking up on a bit of Mars energy, but your ancestors want you to tap into this. I'm hearing get angry. Yeah, like the Hulk. Okay, some of you may be Marvel fans. If not, your ancestors love them some Marvel. So I'm definitely hearing get angry. Like, use your anger to break out of this hard time. So you gotta channel your energy wisely, okay? Instead of despair, channel anger and use that anger to break out of your cage. Very interesting. Ancestors, yeah, no, angels, what messages do you have for pile 3? Angels, what messages do you have for pile 3? Okay, your angels got a lot of messages. Okay, so you may be a Leo rising, or your rising sign is in the 5th house, which is impossible. Anyways, we have 5th house and outlook ascendant from your angels. Your passion is your destiny, babe. Your passion is your personality. You may be a Leo sun, a Leo rising, or a Scorpio, or you have Leo or sun in the 1st house, Pluto in the 5th. I have Pluto in the 5th. Ooh, you recreate yourself with your creativity. You need to, you need to stop limiting yourself based on how you think you see yourself. Because I feel like, guys, the messages for you is that, like, you are a lot more than you think you are. I feel like you kind of pigeonhole yourself, or you put yourself in like a cute little box and you like decorate the box and you're like, okay, yeah, this is my box, I like it. But then it's like, you're not meant to be in a box because you're limitless. You are unable to be, contained. You need to stop limiting yourself or containing yourself. Your angels are trying to tell you that your personality, you can continually recreate your personality based on, hold on, guys. The things are clicking. Whenever they click, I just get so excited that I can't speak. But it's like, you can literally recreate your personality whenever you want. So in fact, you may have Pluto in the 1st house or Moon in the 5th house. Moon conjunct Pluto, Sun conjunct Pluto. Especially if it's Sun conjunct Pluto in the 1st house, it's like, baby, you can be whoever the fuck you want to be. Your angels, the messages from your angels particularly. Okay, so your ancestors are focusing on the now and what's going on right now. It's like they're trying to help you get through this phase of transformation where they're trying to get you to channel your anger, channel your passion, channel your creativity, right? And use that to break out of a sticky situation. That's what your ancestors are trying to get you to do. This is like very temporary, I'll say. It's very in the now, like in this particular moment while you're experiencing this. But your angels want you to know that, like, you can recreate yourself whenever, not just when you're going through a hard time, not just when you're struggling. They're like, your outlook, who you are, how who you are is based off of, 5th house things. And it's like, that's your creativity, your self-expression. And those are things that can always change, right? Especially with Pluto. You may have Pluto in the 5th house. Did I say that already? If I did, I'm sorry, guys. I have Pluto in the 5th house, the 5th house. So I kind of resonate with this energy. I don't necessarily resonate with the reading, but it makes sense. I'm sorry if this is a little bit all over the place, but basically you're being encouraged to recreate yourself right now to get out of a sticky situation. Tap into a side of you that you don't really agree with. Like, it's okay to be angry. It's okay to use your anger, your aggression to win not to win, but to get out of something or to kind of propel yourself forward. As long as you're not hurting other people. But yeah, you can continually recreate yourself. You can continually be a new person every day if you wanted to. Because it's tied to your creativity, and your creativity is always changing. It's in a constant ebb and flow. Let's see, what messages from your higher self? Messages for Pile 3's higher self. From Pile 3's higher self. Then we have Moon, right? I said Pluto conjunct Moon, feelings, right? Ooh, I'm feeling, okay, and then from their spirit guides, one more card. Thank you. And then we have Neptune. Oh my gosh. Are you guys a water sign? Because I was literally, oh my god, you guys are super freaking intuitive. There's no way. There's no way. I mean, there is a way, duh, obviously. I'm reading it, so it's true. Or it may not be true for you, you know, take it as it resonates. But anyways, you could be a Scorpio. You could be a Leo. You could be a Cancer or a Pisces or an Aries. All right. First thing, you guys are super intuitive. You're super connected to your emotions. You're super connected to your inner self and your inner world. And I feel like part of that reason why it's so hard for you to break out of a certain cycle or to transform is because you're very inwardly connected, very inwardly in tuned. And maybe you don't realize that you can change. And I feel like you're just, the message is that you guys have a lot of spiritual power. Okay, first of all, your spirit guides want you to pay attention to your dreams. They want you to pay attention to, I feel like they send you messages through your dreams. They send you messages through vision, even daydreams, right? Daydreams are just waking dreams. They're visions that you can see consciously, right? And I feel like for you guys, lucid dreaming is something that maybe you may be interested in. Same thing with astral projection, things that have to do with just, you know, non-physical energetic realms. I feel like that's where a lot of your strength lies, especially with the Moon feelings card. So it's like it's like you're being encouraged to focus on a lot of different things now, because in the previous readings the cards all kind of came together to make one big message. And while I feel like this is one big message, I feel like you have very distinct individual messages. First off, your ancestors, right? They want you to know that whatever you're going through right now, whatever transformation, whatever seems hard in your life right now, it's a transformation that you need to fight your way out of, or that you are going to fight your way out of or make your way out of. And you can do that by recreating your personality or tapping into a side of you that you don't really agree with, or that you may not feel like, you know, it's right. You know what I'm saying? Your angels want you to know that you can create yourself at any time. You can recreate yourself at any time. It doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, identities that you've connected with in the past. It could be a completely new identity, and you can recreate yourself and tap in with that. And the way that you can do that is through art. How you express yourself, how you dress, what type of art you consume, what music it is that you're listening to, even the types of foods that you eat. I feel like it would be really easy for you to recreate yourself at any point in your life, right? Your higher self, first of all, wants you to be more in tune with your feelings. Your higher self is like, bro, tap into your feelings, like tap in, like Saweetie would say. And Saweetie is a Cancer, right? Moon feelings, right? So, excuse me, y'all, but there's a need for you to tap in here and connect to like your feelings, connect to, you know, your sense of self, your nurturing, your intuition, your gut feeling. I feel like you're ignoring a bit of your intuition here, and you're being encouraged to tap more into that, because I feel like your intuition is where a lot of your power lies. Hold on, y'all. I'm wondering if I'm just gonna turn this up a little bit. Is that better? Is that better? Okay, yeah. I feel like, okay, that is way better, guys. Well, the other piles are just gonna have to suffer. But anyway, yeah. It's just very watery. It's like some of you may be going through a 12th house perfection year, or you're just very like deep right now. You're very deep, intense, and emotional, or even blocking those emotions or deep intensities that are trying to come forward. So let's get some clarification for you. This is very interesting. What clarification do we have from our pile threes? One more. All right. Can you tell me more about this Pluto card? Why is this Pluto card here? Thank you. 9 of Voices in reverse. Nightmares and daydreams. Meek Mill. Some of y'all need to listen to that. Some of y'all from the East Coast, you mess with that song. New York. No, I'm kidding. But 9 of Voices in reverse. That's funny because it's giving me this card a little bit. Like, pay attention to your dreams. Transformation. You need to wake up. Ooh. Sorry, guys. That came out a little bit harsh. And I didn't mean to, like, just say it like that. It just, like, came out. But you need to wake up. It's like rebirth, right? Death and rebirth. Think of sleeping as the death and the waking as the rebirth. I feel like there's something that you're sleeping on right now. You sleep on something in your life, maybe that you're not wanting to pay attention to, or that you're not wanting to direct your energy towards. So you're sleeping on it, but you're being encouraged to wake up. It's like, okay, this is the death process. You're holding on to this death process. There's a need for a rebirth, which is you waking up and waking up to the reality of what things are. So I feel like there's something here that, like, of course, I'm sorry, let me just tap into this a little bit more. This is giving me citrine right here. I'm gonna get some more. Spirit guides. No, who is this from? Ancestors. Ancestors, what is this about? Thank you. The Tower card in reverse. Okay. It means you guys know what it's about. I'm just here to tell you that you guys need to snap out of it a little bit, or just like really like wake up a little bit. I guess I'm not meant to know. It's kind of bothering me that I don't know, but like if you know, you know. If it's your reading, you know. If you don't know, it's not your reading. But yeah, 9 of Voices to the Tower in reverse. It's like you're resisting a transformation. You're resisting a change. And this change is going to bring forth so much creativity. And it's like maybe you've been the same person and you've been wanting to change, but maybe you don't realize that you do have the power to change. And we'll see more when we get some advice. But just from this card right here, it's like you need to wake up. You need to transform. There's a transformation that's waiting for you. That's waiting for you. It's literally waiting for you. And it's waiting for you to wake up so that things can change and things can look better, and that you can have more control, so that you can move on, move forward. All right, y'all are gonna know. I can't. I'm sorry. Let's move on to the next part. All right, angels, can I get some clarification for 5th house? Thank you. Should I take all 3 of them? Sometimes I don't like having too many cards out here because it just looks like, because it's a pretty small table. But all right, we have 2 materials. You're balancing a lot. We have the World in reverse, Page of Pentacles, Page to the 2. You had this idea. You're balancing ideas. The World in reverse. It's like, it really is easy. Okay, I won't say it's easy, but it's simple, okay? The advice from these cards, the clarification, I mean, I'm going to put this here so I can focus. First of all, I'm seeing that with this Page of Materials, you see how the flower is her head? I'm just getting that this new page of materials is like when you get a new idea of who you might be, or when you see a potential future of what your life might look like. When you look in the mirror and you're like, who am I? You know, I feel like you guys struggle a lot with identity issues, and you're trying very hard to transform yourself. But it seems like right now you are really stuck in a certain phase. I feel like you keep going back and forth from the Ace of Pentacles to the Two of Pentacles. And so I feel like the Ace of Pentacles is every time you get a new idea, you have a glimpse of your future. You're like, yo, I could be this person. I could be like this. I could be like that. And I feel like once you get to the Two of Pentacles, you're juggling. You're like, well, I could be anyone. And if I'm continually changing myself, does that mean I'm nobody? And I feel like there's a huge struggle here with identity. You're just like, who am I? And I feel like it's really killing you guys. I'm not killing you like literally, but it's like, oh my God, why am I going through this? It's a struggle for you. I feel like it's a struggle that you kind of challenge with, that you battle with, because you feel like, well, if I can be anybody, then I'm nobody, you know, like I don't have my own personality. And I feel like that's what you guys are kind of going through right now. And it's really turning your world upside down, because you feel upset, you feel like there's no connection to anything. You kind of feel like excuse me, you kind of feel like you just don't know, you don't understand, like, what's the point? Like, if I'm continually recreating myself, am I anyone? I keep hearing that, like, if I'm everybody, am I nobody? Like, this is giving me like a bit of an ego challenge. And like, when I say ego, I mean the self. Okay, if you know id, ego, and super ego, just think of it as collective consciousness and individual consciousness. The ego is the appearance that you are actually, you know, an individual thing, but the truth is that we're all actually connected. So the ego is the sense that gives you that individuality. And so the struggle here is that you really want to be an individual, but because you are part of the collective, then you can, you know, you're so malleable, you can transform, you can be whoever you want. But that's really threatening to your ego. Your ego is like, damn, if I can be anybody, if I can get along with anybody, if I can, you know, transform my identity anytime that I want, then that means that I'm not even myself. Like I'm nothing. Like I'm not an individual. And that's really threatening to your ego, which is here to protect you, right? So it feels really challenging. And I feel like the advice here from your angels is to remember, I'm hearing, I'm every woman. That's funny. That's funny, angels. That's funny. But they're literally trying to let you know that, like, you are a part of the world, bro. Like, you don't have to, I mean, of course, like, everybody has the ego, right? But you need to realize that I feel like you may find comfort in understanding that even though you are individual, you are unique, but you are also a part of this collective. You get your individuality from the collective, right? And so it doesn't mean that you don't have personality or identity if you keep changing. It just means you have multiple personalities or identities. And I'm not talking about, like, you know, Split the movie. Not like that. It just means that you have the power to transform and recreate yourself, or to even mold yourself into the particular type of person you want to be. So instead of letting this kind of stress you, you should try and let it empower you and realize that, yo, I can be anybody that I want to be, because I'm everybody. I'm everybody. I can choose which one of these people I want to be. And while that may seem fake, if you're doing it from your heart center, if you're doing it from your birth chart, like your creativity, your energy, then it's not fake. You're not being fake. You're just recreating yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you have a recipe, right? Let me not get into that. But I hope that makes sense. Let's get some more cards. Can I get some clarification for this moon card? Thank you. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Materials. Okay, slow and steady wins the race. I always hear that when I see this card. So, moon feelings. Maybe you're not used to tapping into your feelings. And I feel like part of that reason why, I mean, And I feel like that in and of itself, oh my God, why can't I speak? I feel like that inability to tap into your feelings is what makes it difficult for you to realize that you can transform yourself. Because if you paid attention to how often your feelings changed, your emotions changed, and you were consciously aware of that, and you didn't block your emotions, you felt them, you tapped into them, you would feel, you know, as just as often as the moon phases change, I feel like that's as often as you can change. You can literally change your personality with the phases of the moon. So some of you may have sun and moon conjunct. You may have been born on a new moon. Or you have moon and Pluto conjunct. Or you have moon in the first house or moon in the fifth house. Meaning that you can literally recreate yourself with the phases of the moon. But with this Knight of Materials being here, I feel like you need to ease into this slowly, especially if you're not used to changing. You may have a mix of cardinal and mutable. No, not cardinal. You may have a mix of mutable energy and fixed energy in your chart, right? So mutable is Virgo, Gemini, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Funny, you're right. Pisces. And fixed, which is Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Taurus. Literally mutable and fixed signs. So you may have a mix of mutable and fixed signs in your chart, which may be a part of the reason why you're so conflicted, is because you really want to change yourself, but it may be that those fixed signs maybe have a little bit more influence. So it's like it's harder for you to break out of that, even though you may feel an inclination towards continually reimagining yourself and who you are. And some champagne showers. I keep hearing that song Hours and Hours by Money Long. Anyway, can I get some clarification for Neptune? 10 of Wands in reverse. 10 of Inspiration in reverse. Okay, pile 3. This has been an interesting reading. It seems like with this 10 of Inspiration in Wands, oh my God, guys, what the hell? It seems like this 10 of Inspiration in reverse, it's like, you know when you have insane dreams? I feel like there's just so many messages coming to you from your dreams that it's a little overwhelming or confusing, or sometimes like you wake up with a start, your dreams are like causing your heart to palpitate, or like they're giving you anxiety. Pay attention to your dreams, pile 3. I don't know why this keeps coming up. Pay attention to your dreams, because something is trying to be revealed. Your spirit guides are trying to tell you something in your dreams that's going to help you release a huge burden. But I feel like in order for you to better interpret your dreams, you need to be in tune with your feelings as well. And also in tune with the collective. I feel like definitely you may have South Node in Aquarius. I feel like a lot of the challenge here is the need to distinguish yourself versus the need to blend in. It's like you naturally blend in. You naturally fit into the crowd. You naturally blend into the scene. But you so desperately want to stand out and be an individual because if you're blending in with everybody, you feel like you aren't even yourself. Let's get some advice for you guys. Can we get advice for this Pluto card? Thanks. We have 4 swords, meditate, rest, and 8 of swords in reverse. Release limiting beliefs. Okay, so we have 2 swords cards representing air energy, and air represents your thoughts, communication, things of that nature. So you may need to work on reframing some limiting beliefs. You probably need to meditate. You need to take control of your thoughts. Take control of your thoughts, what you're thinking, what you're listening to, what you're reading, things like that. Positive affirmations. Realize that you are in control. And look at how visually similar these are. The Tower and the Eight of Swords. Look at how visually similar they are. It's like you're trying to keep it together, right? But really this is meant to shatter. This is meant to shatter. It's meant to crumble, but you're trying to hold it together. It's like, just let it crumble, girl. Boy, just let it crumble. Can I get some clarification for this 5th house? We have 10 of Swords in reverse, right? And the King of Cups in reverse. There's a lot that you need to release, guys. Release burdens, release betrayals, release thoughts of not being in control, meditate, release emotions, emotional immaturity or emotional manipulation. Are you? I feel like there's a lot of shit that you're holding on to that you need to get rid of. You just need to sweep it out. Oh, clarification for the Moon. 9 of Swords, yep. Clarification for Neptune. 9 of Wands. Jeez Louise. Guys, I love you guys, okay? I'm here for you. I see you. I feel you. It can be hard. It can be hard. It can be challenging. It is hard and challenging. Okay, guys? I'm just seeing here that you guys are in your head a lot about your feelings, about the things that you have been through. They're still burdening you. There's so much that you want to let go of, but you may feel like you can't. You may feel like it's trapped inside of you. You know, going back to that very aggressive vision that I had in the beginning of Venom, of Spider-Man trying to break out of Venom. That's what it feels like. It feels like something is really trying to just stick onto you and keep you trapped in the darkness. But it's like you are literally fighting for your life. You are fighting to be let out of this darkness because there's so much that you want to let go of. There's so much that you want to accomplish. I feel like your subconscious and your conscious are just, they're at odds, and there's a need to balance that. There's a need to balance that. So you're being advised to start by meditating and controlling your thoughts and your words. Trying your best to, okay? Anytime a negative thought comes in, you reframe it. Reading positive affirmations. Starting your day with positive affirmations. Journaling your dreams, okay? At nighttime, be careful, I'm hearing, because, you know, that's when negative thoughts can start to creep in. So maybe you try to listen to sleep affirmations that like play throughout the night and like consciously focus on those so that your subconscious doesn't come to the surface. I feel like, again, paying attention to your dreams, thinking about your feelings. Okay, I'm hearing that when you're doing some of this dark work, you should do it in the daytime. For example, when you're trying to reconstruct limiting beliefs, whenever you're trying to, you know, release very intense negative energies about, you know, betrayals, burdens, you know, wounds from the past that are still there. Do it during the daytime and do it outside, that I'm hearing, because that will really help you transmute that energy, being connected to the Mother Earth. That'll really help you. Ooh, creativity again. You can release a lot of this energy through creative things like singing, like dancing, drawing, writing, painting, cooking, murals, DIY, crafting, scrapbooks, whatever creative outlet you have, knitting, making music, writing lyrics. I'm hearing that creativity is what's going to help you transmute a lot of this. All right, Pile 3, I'm going to end it there. Just let you know, I love you and I see you and I'm here for you. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys are going through. So, excuse me, so that I can get you words of encouragement, of love, light, and support. Thanks so much for tuning into my frequency. I hope this reading helped you out, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Hey Pile 4, if you chose this Lapis Lazuli crystal, this is going to be your reading. So let's find out, what messages do you need to hear right now from your angels, ancestors, spirit guides, and your higher self, okay? So let's start with your higher self, okay? Pile 4's higher self, what messages do you have for Pile 4 that they need to know right now? What messages does Pile 4's higher self? Ooh, conjunction, okay? This is a good time. This is a good time. It says empowerment, combines with, enhances, strengthens, joins forces, activates, intensifies, okay? Conjunction. This is a good period in your time to do collaborative work, to connect with other people, to come together, to... Oh, I'm also hearing to bring together the masculine and feminine energies within yourself in order to create and bring forth something new. Beautiful. Your higher self is letting you know that the energy is rife. So whatever you've been thinking about, the time is now. The time is now, Pile 4. Your higher self is like, look, I don't know a better time to do it than now, okay? So whether that's starting something, continuing something, reviving something, recreating something, whatever it is that you've been thinking about, that you've been kind of putting off, your spirit guides are like, look, girl, boy, the energy is ripe right now. So go for it. There's no better time than now. Whoops. So let's see, what messages do your ancestors have for you? Ancestors of Pile 4, what messages do you have? Chiron, healing. Okay, now's the time for healing. If you've been putting off your healing, okay, yeah. For sure. Now's the time for healing. You've been putting off healing, now is the time. I think, in fact, Lilith, I think Chiron is conjunct the North Node right now. Or Lilith is conjunct the North Node. No, yeah, whatever, guys. It doesn't matter what the astrology is. Whenever you see this, it's the time, okay? It's time for you to tap into your healing. Messages from your angels. Pile 4's angels, what messages do you have for them? What messages do you have for my Pile 4s? Thank you. Ooh, square challenge. Yeah, it's going to be challenging. Healing is not easy, and it's also an active thing that we do every day. It's intentional, just like happiness. Happiness and healing are two intentional things we have to choose every day. We have to work at them. And sobriety. I don't know why I just heard that. So for some of you, maybe sobriety is what you're working towards. It's going to be a challenge, but now's the time. If that sounds patronizing, I'm sorry. Higher self, ancestors, angels, spirit guides. Your angels are here to let you know that they're here to help you throughout any challenge. If things become too difficult, you can ask them for support. You can, say a prayer or just an incantation, whatever that resonates with you. Just call out Archangel Michael, Jibril, whatever, however you say it in your language or your religious identity or spiritual identification. It may not even be angels. It could be like healing entities or healing deities. I don't know why I'm hearing Anubis. I'm pretty sure Anubis doesn't have anything to do with healing. Yeah, you just call out to, like, for example, Mercury. I don't know why I'm hearing Mercury. Who's the Hermes? Yeah, Hermes. Like, maybe if you're more into like Hellenistic theology or whatever, you might want to call out to Hermes or any healer that you feel spiritually connected to. Just be like, yo, I need help right now. Like, I'm struggling. And they'll be like, all right, baby girl, baby boy, baby, I got you. And they will be there. Okay? Let's hear from your spirit guides. Oh, they were like waiting. They're like, girl, stop talking. North Node, destiny. Okay, it's all coming back to me. So it seems like for you, Pile 4, the message here is that you need to stop putting off your healing because it's only going to put off your destiny. And while healing is going to be challenging, while connecting to yourself and, working on those wounds every day, that shit is hard. That shit is hard. It's challenging. It hurts. You know what I'm saying? But now is the perfect time to do it because the energies are working with you instead of against you. And it's like there's so much opportunity for forgiveness. There's so much opportunity for releasing generational trauma and inherited issues, self-doubt. It's time for you to make amends with yourself and the world around you and the people and things that have hurt you. Now is a good time to do it. And while it will be challenging, I feel like you're being supported during this time, and it'll help guide you towards your North Node, your destiny. So some of you may have the North Node in Taurus, since the North Node just shifted into Taurus 2 days ago on the 17th, I believe, or was it yesterday? It was recently. But some of you are being encouraged to focus your attention on healing now on Taurus. Ooh, some of you is healing your body, healing your finances, healing physical things. So maybe this is like a year. I don't know why this now extending into the year, but it seems like this might be a year or a time period where you are being encouraged to heal the physical. So if you have any physical ailments, you're being encouraged to eat better, or, let's say like maybe you're very focused on like reconnecting to your body. So maybe you're like, okay, I need to see a dermatologist because my skin is acting up. I need to see a trichologist because my hair and scalp is acting up. I need to go see an endocrinologist. Like you're very focused on healing your physical body through food, medicine, whatever it is that it may be. And that's what you're being encouraged to focus on. And because now's the time, especially with the North Node being in Taurus, we have Cancer here as well, the doula, which represents the home, the divine feminine, and also healing energy. So let's get some clarification for you guys and see if we can get some more information about what's going on here. All right. Pile 4, my babies. Angels, ancestors, guides, and spiritual beings. For the viewers who chose pile 4, can I get some clarification for the conjunction card? Thank you. I love when they be jumping out like that. We have the Hanged Muse, Pisces card in reverse. Oh, I'm hearing awakening. I think you need to take a look. Yeah. So the Hanged Muse is waiting for their sentence. Upside down, it's like, all right, you've been waiting for too long. You need to untie yourself. Like, let's say you've been tied upside down for some reason, and you could easily like curl up and untie yourself and be free. But you just wanted to hang up. You just wanted to hang in there. You just wanted to hang around for a little bit. Excuse my puns. But it's like you just wanted to hang out for a little bit. But now they're like, okay, girl, boy, you need to untie yourself and, move forward. Now's the time. Like, sure, we can always be waiting for the perfect time. And the perfect time will come again, cycles. That's how they work. But it's like, now is the perfect time. Now is the perfect time. And it's like you can do it. You have the ability to untie yourself from things that have been holding you back and connect with yourself, connect with your inner self so that you can do some of that healing. We also have 12 here, which breaks down to 3. Which is giving me holistic energy, Madi, bind, healing. Whoa, I said Madi, bind, healing. I meant to say body, mind, spirit. Okay. So I'm here for you guys that maybe a reason why in the past you struggled to do some healing is because you haven't noticed the connection between your body, mind, and spirit. How the ailment of one of those things can directly impact the other. So if your spirit is sick, it could affect your mind. If your mind is sick, it could affect your body. And if your body is sick, it can affect your spirit, right? So I feel like now you're being encouraged to take a bit of a holistic approach. You've awakened to the fact that, all 3 of these things are connected and they can interact with each other and they can speak and communicate. And I think maybe now that's helping you realize that, like, okay, my approach to healing hasn't been ideal because I've been focusing on just eating instead of eating and meditating and saying affirmations or whatever it is, you know, healing both, all three, body, mind, and spirit. So that's the message there. Ooh, the Hierophant. Okay, maybe you need to go back to traditional methods of healing. And then that's funny because this is the Taurus card again. So we have Taurus energy and we have Pisces. Okay, so I feel like with the Hierophant being here, it's like maybe you do need to go back to those traditional methods of healing. Like maybe you gotta use certain herbs, gotta use certain plant medicines, like things like that, rather than focusing on Western medicine, more conventional medicine that is focused on suppressing symptoms rather than treating the actual cause, you know. So I feel like some of you have been very focused on learning more about like different modalities of healing, like breath work, yoga, eating certain foods and things like that. And you're being encouraged to continue on that path and to learn more. And the more you learn, the more you'll be surprised by how efficient these things are in healing your body. Now, I'm not a doctor, okay? I have a degree, but it's not medicine. So, of course, you want to take the advice of a medical professional or take your own advice, you know, do your research before you commit to anything and make sure that it does not interfere with any other medications or practices that you are currently involved in, okay? Just a little disclaimer. So can I get some clarification for this square card? I'm not going to take these actually because that's like pile 3 energy. And it came like literally, those two cards came out together in pile 3. So I'm like, pile 3, your reading is over. This is about pile 4. Can I get some clarification for the square card? Thanks. Oh my gosh. Okay. Page of Pentacles. They said this is not pile 3, it's pile 4. Page of Pentacles. Just because something is difficult doesn't mean you should pursue it. Just because something is challenging doesn't mean you should go after it. In fact, those are the times, you know, I would often say that a challenge is an indicator that you should, in fact, continue pursuing that, right? Because most people shy away from challenges, and challenges are meant to help us grow. They're meant to help us you know, step out of our comfort zone and realize new things about who we are, about the world, about other people. You know what I'm saying? So with this page of materials being in reverse, the clarification is telling you that just because something is difficult, just because something is challenging, doesn't mean that it's not meant to be, or doesn't mean that it's something that you're not meant to pursue. If anything, you should go after it because you will be able to grow and learn a lot from that opportunity. So I feel like part of the reason why you've been shying away from this opportunity of healing is because you feel like, oh, it's so difficult. Like, it might not be the time. Maybe I should wait until, you know, I'm actually ready. It's like, you're never going to be ready to heal. You just got to decide you're going to do it. But, you know, given the time when you watch this, whenever you watch this, all my readings are timeless. I feel like, you know, that is the moment. That is the moment you'll be ready, because you would, at that point, you would have realized a lot of things about healing, you know, about the connection of the body, mind, and spirit. And I feel like that's a strong indicator that you're on the right path. You're moving towards a process of healing that is going to work for you. Not all healing works the same. And if anything, the placebo effect is the most powerful thing in this world. You know what I'm saying? The power of the mind. Period. Let's get some clarification for this North Node card. Why is the North Node card here? All right. We have the King of Wands, 3 of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords in reverse. Not healing is blocking your throat chakra. And it's also making it hard, again, for you to walk. Because the Three of Wands represents movement, starting a journey, getting ready to go, right? It's making it hard for you to walk on your journey. These dominoes are not going to fall if you don't align them properly. And aligning them properly is healing, and you're not going to be able to progress, aka let them fall, if you don't align them. Hope that makes sense. Basically saying that if you don't have an active, hand in your healing, chances are things may be difficult as you move forward towards your destiny, because healing is part of your destiny. And if you don't do it, it's not saying you're not going to, but it'll be difficult for you to manifest into this King of Wands energy, someone who is confident, someone who is well respected, someone that other people perceive as attractive, someone who is a boss, okay, someone who does not take any BS from anybody. If these are some things that you want to accomplish, healing is going to get you there. Because I feel like once you realize your worth through healing, it's going to be hard for people to, pull one over on you again, right? Because you're going to know better. And when you know better, you do better. All right, that's the clarification. Let's get some advice for you. This has been a super interesting reading so far. I'm just going to align it, even though... All right, pile 4. My babies. 7 of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Yeah, sneaky people have ruined your confidence. People who have hurt you have ruined your sense of self, your connection to self. They have disconnected you from your confidence, from your creativity. I'm hearing work on your lower chakras. For some of you, it might be helpful to go chakra by chakra and heal. For example, Monday, start with your root chakra. Tuesday, your sacral. Wednesday, your solar plexus, and just go through and see, like, okay, what does my root need today? What do I need to do to feel safe, to feel protected? Next day, okay, what does my sacral need today? What do I need to do to feel protected? Not protected, to feel creative, to feel like, sacral chakra things, like I'm in my divine feminine energy, like I am healing, things like that. Let's get some clarification for this conjunction and the Hanged Muse. 5 of Wands, yeah. Conflict, internal conflict. So it feels like you've been fighting with your body, your mind, and your spirit. And now this conflict, it's like you can see it for what it is. You can see that, like, okay, I'm not meant to be feeling this way. Like, this is an ailment that I need to heal. Excuse me. For some of you, again, I feel like you don't realize just how strongly your body, mind, and spirit are connected, and how maybe, like, your emotional health is really impacting your physical health, or vice versa. And it's like, it may be that, like, your physical symptoms don't have, like, a physical root, you know what I mean? Because sometimes, physical symptoms come from physical roots. So, for example, if you kick something with your big toe is gonna hurt. Physical symptom caused by a physical problem. But sometimes your back might hurt because emotionally you feel like you are carrying too much pain. So you're going to the doctor, the chiropractor, you're like, bro, my back is hurting, my back is killing me. And they're like, well, nothing is wrong. But something's wrong because you feel that back pain. But it's like the symptom is physical, but the source is emotional. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there's something very important about this body, mind, spirit connection that you need to pay attention to, and that'll be very instrumental in your healing. Can you get some clarification? Because it's like, it feels like your body, mind, and spirit are fighting. That's what it felt like inside of you, but you didn't know what the problem was. You didn't know, like why do I have insomnia, but I'm always tired, or something like that. And you're like, oh, why aren't, like, physical medications helping me? It's maybe because, well, it's a mental thing, or it's a spiritual thing that needs to be taken care of. And when I think of it just to help you distinguish, you know, mental, body, mind, spirit. Body is obviously the body, the physical. Mind is more of like your mental health, whereas spirit is more of your emotional health. So if your emotions are ignored, right, it can manifest in other ways. It can manifest in mental ailment or physical ailment. If you let your mind take you to negative places, it can manifest in mental ailment or physical or spiritual ailment. So I'm just gonna stop with that. You get what I'm saying, right, pile 4? You get what I'm saying? Okay, can I get some clarification? Thanks. King of Swords. Wow, so we have 2 kings in reverse here. And the signs are Taurus, Pisces. Yeah, Taurus, Pisces. King of Swords in reverse. Yeah, that blocked throat chakra is coming out again. And I feel like part of the reason, it's been hard, bro. I'm sorry, man. It's been hard. It's literally been hard for you to talk about this shit. I'm looking at this crying eyes, like someone asks you, are you okay? And you're like, your throat, you get a lump in your throat. And you're like, bro, why is this person asking me if I'm okay? Like, I'm sorry, guys. Whew, my eyes are watery. But, it's just like, open up your throat chakra. Learn to communicate, if not with other people, with yourself. Sorry, I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like, my nose is blocked. I'm sick too. I have COVID. So, like, I feel you. You're focused on your health of all 3 aspects: mind, body, spirit. That's what you need to focus on. That's what your spirit guides want you to know, okay? And learn how to communicate. Ooh, and with your higher self. Your crown chakra is open. Communicate with your higher self, your ancestors, your spirit guides, your angels. They are here. They are here. They are wanting for you to reach out to them. I mentioned that earlier with, I forgot which card, but they are here and they want you to, you know, hit them up and be like, hey, today is challenging, today is hard, I need your support. They'll be there. 6 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it's gonna be a challenge, right? But you're moving away from this thing slowly and steadily. You just need to take the first step. I'm hearing sink into the river and let the currents carry you, okay? All you need to do is take the first step, lay in the water, and then the river will carry you the rest of the way, okay? So it's like you need to take initiative. You know, you need to be the one to be like, okay, I'm ready to heal. Okay, I'm ready to take the first step. Okay, even if you don't feel ready, just take the first step, because, you know, the universe is ready. Your ancestors, your angels, your spirit guides, they're ready. They want you to fall into the path of your best self. And the only way you can do that is by taking that first step towards healing, taking that leap of faith, and laying in the river so that the current can carry you the rest of the way. Some of you, a spiritual bath will definitely behoove you. Clarification for this North Node card. Thank you. And then we have Knight of Swords. Okay, awesome. So we had it blocked and then now it's upright. So your destiny, you're meant to use your voice. You're meant to speak up. You're meant to say smart things. You're meant to be a person who is sociable. You may definitely be an air sign with all these air cards out here. You may be an air or fire sign, or Taurus or Pisces. But yeah, pile 4. Let's recap this energy for you. So the advice basically is to release a lot of this conflict, or work on understanding some of this internal conflict that you're feeling. I feel like a lot of the conflict is between body, mind, and spirit, all right? It's like you're wanting to heal, but then part of you is not ready for that because you know it's going to be hard. So reach out to people around you. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Make sure that you're communicating, if not with others, with yourself and with your spiritual team. And if you do talk to yourself, you're talking to your spiritual team. I don't want to say this like scare anybody, but they live within you. They're around you all the time. Like, if you reach out for help, they're 9 times out of 10 gonna be there. Excuse me. The advice again is to just kind of take the first step, and then you'll be carried the rest of the way. It's like you're being asked to just open the door just a little bit, and then, you know, it's like let's say like you're in a house and you're there, you need the healing, and the doctors are outside. All you need to do is unlock the door, and then they'll open the door, they'll come in, they'll help you with everything else. You just need to give them permission. You need to just take that first step and be like, okay, I'm ready for healing. Even if you aren't ready, just be like, okay, well, even if I'm not ready, I'm gonna do this anyway because the time is ripe. And if I don't, who knows how long I'm gonna be putting this off for. And last card of advice, well, it's not so much advice, this card, I feel, as much as it is motivation. It's like they're telling you that your throat chakra is going to open. You're going to be communicative. You're going to be creative. You're going to have amazing ideas. You're going to want to talk and chatter. I'm hearing chatterbox. You're going to want to talk and chatter and talk to different types of people about your ideas, about your thoughts. You're going to be able to pursue your passions, pursue your north node. And you're going to, for some of you, I feel like you'll be interested in actually guiding people like through their health journeys as well. So you might decide to become a nutritionist, a dietitian, athletic trainer, a Reiki practitioner, a yogi, anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially with this return to some of the more traditional ways of healing, or let me say Eastern standards of healing, things like that. So I definitely feel that the main messages for you from your spiritual team is to focus on your healing, because now is the time. And with the time being now, your north node is right on the other side of your healing. Even though it's going to be challenging, it's going to be extremely necessary. And like I said, healing is something that we choose every day. All right. So thanks so much for tuning into my frequency, Pal 4. If this reading resonated, let me know down below. I love you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.